Did somebody say Patrick Ta? Okay. First of all, I want to say thank you for all the love on my new series, Bringing Makeup Brands into Human Form. We're doing Patrick Ta. This one, in my opinion, is going to be one of the hardest ones because Patrick Ta has such a unique makeup style. Like, he does the glam, but he keeps the skin fresh and real. Let's get into it. Okay, for the brows, I want them to be extremely fluffy, so I'm just gonna fluff them upwards and then paste them down with a stronghold gel. I'm using Rare Beauty. Letting that completely dry down before I move on. Going with a brow pen. This is the Benefit Mighty Fine Brow Pen, but I'm just gonna use this to add faux hairs throughout the brow just to thicken it. The shape is gonna come after we sculpt it out with concealer. I'm taking a potted concealer because I love carving it with a thick concealer. I would typically go all the way up here, but I'm only gonna underline that arch just to make it look more like a real brow. And for the top of the brow, I'm actually gonna go in with the foundation that I'm gonna be using on the face. Of course, we're using the Patrick Ta foundation, just so that the brow doesn't look too highlighted. And I'm only going to go over that end of the brow. I'm starting off by rehydrating the face. I'm taking my D'Alba First Serum White Truffle Spray. The skin today needs to be dewy, glowy, plump, so there's gonna be a lot of moisture going on. Even though I already did my skincare routine, I'm still going in with another moisturizer. Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel, I love. I want glowy today, so Milk Grip and Glow Primer, the Luminous Skin Perfecting Foundation, and we're not gonna wanna add too much because we want the skin to shine through. Leaving space under my eyes to do concealer. Literally rehydrating my face every second of the way. I'm just gonna stamp that spray into the skin to make it even more luminous. Patrick carves the face next, so that's what I'm gonna do. Going with my Dominique Cosmetics Cream Contour, and I'm just gently pressing this right there above my cheekbone. I don't wanna see any like harsh marks because this is such a real skin moment. Also, of course, going on the temples. And I'm pulling a little bit of that from my eyelid straight out. For blush, I'm going with the Patrick Ta blush in She's Flushed. I also love his brushes. They're absolutely amazing and they're so thick. I love it. I'm applying this shade to the higher points. I'm also gonna cross over the center of my nose with the same shade. I love his cream blushes. Like, look how luminous that freaking looks. Adding a little more pink by taking She's That Girl, and I'm putting that on the apples. So I'm looking at like his tutorials, right? He said a supermodel amount of concealer. What is that? No. No, I have to put more. I love concealer. That was my Hourglass concealer, by the way. All right, Patrick, don't let me down with this one. Oh, it's not bad, but I did add more than he did. Bringing back just a little bit of that blush. So instead of setting with a powder all over my face, I'm setting my bronzer with a powder bronzer. This is the Armani Luminous Silk Bronzing Powder. I'm taking this cream foundation and finishing powder duo in light medium 3. Taking that powder on a new powder puff, and I'm lightly setting my under eyes and the center of my forehead. And I'm only gonna be baking the inner corner of my under eye with the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom Easy Bake Powder. Okay, now for the eyes. I want like a shimmery gold with a smoked out under eye. Putting some P. Louise base on there so that all the eyeshadows are pigmented and it lasts all day. Okay, I'm somewhat following the Aisha Potter look that he did on her. So let's replicate this on this side. First, starting off with my Giorgio Armani black gel liner, and I'm going to tightline and waterline the entire eye. He dragged the gel liner just like this, and then sort of did a V with it, along with underlining the waterline with some gel liner. I'm using his Major Dimensions 3 palette for the rest of the look besides the shimmers. I'm taking this brown shade and I'm going over everything I just did with that brown. And now I'm taking the shade just brighter than that and I'm overlapping that as well. That just gives such a good smoked out effect under the eye. Taking that initial brown shade and I'm also going over this black. Taking an overall fluffy brush and I'm taking that lighter brown shade, adding some of that right here and then connecting that to the inner part of our eye. So I'm taking an angled brush and I'm going in with the black eyeshadow, not the cream. Adding back that V, diluting that with some of the same browns that we used earlier. Okay, now that we pretty much have that base down, it's time to go in with these iconic shimmers. This is so beautiful. This is in the shades Do You Know Who I Am? I'm taking this bottom gold shade right here, and I'm just gonna begin layering these glitters on, then going in with Still in the Club, and I'm taking this chocolatey brown shimmer shade, and I'm just lightly dusting that on top. Before anything further, I'm just gonna give myself a spritz. Curling the lashes to start off because I want my natural lashes to be as long as possible and as sultry as possible. And I'm just gonna completely coat my top lashes with the Exaggerize Mascara by Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, for lashes, I wanna keep them pretty sultry and fluffy, natural-ish, okay? Taking my Ardell press-on lashes, these are pre-glued, which I love. Okay, lashes are on. I don't want to put any bottom lashes on, no mascara. Before we go in with my favorite part, which is going to be the highlighter, taking some of the powder version of She's Flushed, and I'm just dusting that on the apples of the cheeks. I also want to kind of put some connected to the eyes as well. I'm taking the Patrick Ta Highlighter Duo in Sugar, and I'm going in with the cream shade first. I like taking a fluffy brush to do this, and I am going to just focus this on the high points of my apples, pressing that in with the dry side of the brush, and going up the side of the face, still pressing in with the dry side of the brush right after, hitting my brow bone just slightly. But I'm also going to go in with the powder version of Sugar and lightly set the highlighter with that shade. I'm going in with my Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheek Contour Duo, and I'm going in with the darker side to line the lips. I'm overlining just a little, and then I'm going to take a mini blending brush that is clean, and I'm literally going to diffuse this as if I'm blending an eyeshadow. Blending it towards the lip and away from the lip, just completely blurring that lip shape. Now I'm going with the same lip liner, and I'm just strengthening where the actual lip shape is without blurring that out. For lipstick, I'm going with the Patrick Ta lipstick in Blushing. It is such a pretty pinky nude. Then I'm taking my Armani Prismacolor Gloss in the shade 03, topping that with just a little gloss. To add even more glow to the skin, I'm taking my One Size Powder Melt Setting Spray. I don't want to be too crazy with this, so I'm going to spray from far away just to make it that much more luminous. Now, the model in the tutorial I was following had freckles, and I loved the way her makeup came out, so I want to add some. I'm going to make them look as natural as possible, so flick, dab, locking in the face with the waterproof Until Dawn spray. We are done with the face, but we know Patrick Ta has a new body collection. Patrick Ta Major Glow Body Oil. This stuff is literally liquid gold. I'm going to cover my upper body with this because this is what's going to be showing in the video. Ooh, I just got an idea. In the video, I'm literally just going to drop this all over the shirt. And then I'm going in with this all over body balm in She's on Vacation. Also, there's not a day that I step out on a red carpet and I do not have this on, by the way. And just for video purposes, I'm gonna take this to the next step and put some powder melt all over my chest. And this is my final look for Makeup Brands as Humans, Patrick Ta edition.